on the left-hand side of the map. And so you might have thought the little one was ahead before, but very, very soon he is going to be radically behind if he does not start to expand crazily right now. He does have the command centers to do it though, and he is securing a ton of command centers, siege tanks, and Vikings to defend this expansion. It doesn't look like Sen is going to make any kind of an offensive or threatening attack though. Sen just content to sit on his 200 supply worth of units. That is right, guys. Sen is at 200. He has max infestors, max roaches, max slings, max hydras. He is just happily mining away, and he's going to bank all of his resources. Whoa, look at this. We have a battle cruiser in play right here. I didn't even know he was having battle cruisers right now, but it looks like it got mind controlled. Sen here going to have to be careful. This PC, if it goes out any further, is actually going to lose control, but it looks like the little one going to kill off his own BC. So the little one here starting to build battle cruisers. That is right. He is starting to build the mighty weapon of war. He's going to have to be careful that he doesn't get those mind controlled. And we even have 2 planetary fortresses being morphed in right here to protect this expansion. But meanwhile, the question is he leaving this gold far too vulnerable? It doesn't look like it. He's got quite a few tanks as well as the planetary fortress there as well. So Sen, wherever he goes, he's having a hard time finding a door to attack, and it looks like he's going to run his way right into these 2 planetary fortresses. Is he going to be able to do enough damage? These fortresses are just insane, along with the tanks from behind. The Vikings gonna land, but the infestors could mind control if they wanted to. Massive battle going on here as the battle cruisers starting to go to work. Where is the mind control from the infestors? There goes one right there. And it looks like Sen is going to hold on, but the planetary fortress 1 remains, and it is going to start blasting away at these roaches. Is the little one going to pull some harvesters to repair that planetary fortress? Doesn't look like it. Looks like the little one killed off the infestor and now has regained control of his 2 battle cruisers. So insane game right now at this point, as the little one is the little one is actually getting outmined at this point. Sen controls almost every base on the left-hand side of the map. So the little one here destroying these rocks, gonna try to stop the mining going on here at this base, and this is exactly what he needs to do. He cannot allow Sen to just mine wherever he wants to. He needs to stop this action from going on, and so he is throwing down those siege tanks and battle cruisers. These speedlings gonna get into the siege tanks though, and the little one gonna lose his 2 siege tanks, but the battle cruisers are still just way too strong this game. Gonna do a lot of damage. Let's take a look at the units tab. 2 battle cruisers in play, 5 infestors. Ooh, he's gonna have to be careful. That deadly infestor can mind control. Doesn't look like it has enough energy though. Production tab showing 3 more BCs on the way. Ground carapace and missile weapons coming for the Zerg player. And the little one has, keep in mind, he's been researching upgrades for his Vikings, and so the battle cruisers share upgrades with those Vikings, and the battle cruisers right now at +1 armor, +3 weapons, so those BCs are extremely powerful. Looks like Sen here gonna try to make another attack on the middle of the board with some Zerglings and Hydras. He does have a pretty menacing force here. He's gonna try to come around the backside of this planetary fortress, which has now been repaired, and wow, 5 battle cruisers right now. The little one is sitting on one of the most scariest fleets known to man. That is the battlecruiser army, and that is extremely deadly. The only thing the little one has to worry about is the infestors, which there are 4 right now. He's going to have to be very, very, very careful. He's going to fall back. Those valuable battlecruisers, you do not want to lose them to an infestor. That's like going down the street and throwing your wallet at a bunch of people and having them take all your money. Bad analogy, but that's how I feel about it, at least. You don't want to lose your battlecruisers, and here comes Sen coming in with his Hydras and infestors. I don't know what he's trying to do. He needs to control these Hydralisks. Oh, looks like he was just getting in range to snipe off these BCs. Fungal growth going down on the battlecruisers as well. It looks like it's going to be pretty close, but I think that Sen is going to actually lose all of his Hydras. And although the little one lost several BCs, more coming to reinforce, along with 2 more on the production tab. And so these BCs are just keeping the little one alive, and it looks like the little one is gonna stop an expansion from mining right here. But Sen is gonna grab this expansion, but the little one meanwhile flamethrowing that one down to hell on the bottom right hand corner of the map. Let's see what else is going on the field. Nothing too much, as these speedlings gonna try to save this hatchery from getting burned to death. Are they gonna be able to do it? 50 HP, 60 HP. It's gonna be really close, and I think they are gonna be able to save that hatchery. Oh man, losing breath right here, as the little one is starting to encroach on the northern side of the map, and he's looking to stop this expansion from mining. There's a lot of drones here to kill. Income tab showing both players still extremely high in the harvester count. Down goes the fungal growth, but the siege tanks sieging up. Gonna try to stop these roaches from coming in. The siege tanks, yes, the Sen is gonna be forced to fall back. He is not gonna be able to attack this line of siege tanks. Notice the depth on those tanks. The hatchery getting taken out. Is Sen going to mind control? No, he's been using fungal growth. These roaches and hydras trying to whip around the backside to stop mining at this expansion. I don't know how much damage they're going to be able to do. Meanwhile, some roaches and infestor and lings come in to attack this high ground expo. So there is action all over the map right here. All mining has been halted at this expansion, and the little one here really wants to secure this expo. The income tab showing both players starting to draw down. The little one is actually dangerously low. It looks like this is his only mining expansion at this point. He only has 50 minerals per minute right now because he's not mining here. He needs to get these SCVs back to work. And Sen is still mining off of one base somewhere on the map. I'm not quite sure where. No, it looks like his income is starting to really dwindle down as well. So both players starting to draw down into the late game where their income is just so low that every unit is gonna count. And when it comes down to a mass late game army versus a mass late game army, I think at this position the little one might be in favor because he's got 155 supply worth of units. Sen is only at 137, and of course all those battle cruisers and siege tanks, that is a scary force. So I don't know what Sen is going to be able to do here. He does have a lot of corruptors on the field though, and that is the one thing he can use to deal with these battle cruisers, but desperately his income running low. He is mining out of this expansion. This is the only expo that Sen is mining out of, so you guys can see his income starting to pick back up. The little one also mining out of this sole remaining expansion, and the battle cruisers right now at +2 armor, +3 weapons. There's about 7 of them on the field right now, 9 of them actually, along with these tanks. I'm not quite sure what Sen's going to be able to do. It could be a good game drawing down to the last couple of minutes here as the massive army starting to push in on Sen's expansion. Sen gonna lose his hatchery. That's gonna be really bad. It looks like a major attack going on here. These infestors gonna try to do some damage. Oh man, these guys are just gonna get annihilated by the tanks. And then these battle cruisers are just gonna be, they're just gonna eat away these corruptors. There's just not enough corruptors. But look at this. The Zerg player actually demolishes the ground army on the ground with his infestors, roaches, and hydras. Actually, it was a fair exchange, both players losing a lot of ground units. Sen actually GG's out of game number 5. Wow, what an epic game. And so I guess the series right now currently at 3-2. Wow, what an epic series of games. I'm going to check back for more replays of Sen versus TLO. And so definitely stay tuned for more games, guys. And if you guys like what you see, then make sure to definitely subscribe, youtube.com//HD Starcraft. So that's it for me, guys. What an awesome battle. Terran versus Zerg on Kulos Ravine. And so that's it for me, HD, signing out.